Hey guys, it's your friendly neighbor, FunWithAJ here again today. And today we are doing mod number 2 on my 2011 Ducati Monster 696. The number 2 mod we're going to be doing is different from the first one. The first one was the axle sliders, rear and front here. The second one we're going to be doing is changing out these teardrop plastic mirrors, which have good surface visibility, but don't look aesthetically too pleasing to me. We're changing out those for some new aesthetically pleasing bar end mirrors. So in this episode, we're going to mod this cycle to make it a little more visually appealing. Now, let's go over to the parts and the tools you'll need to do this process. You're going over every single one of the parts I bought to change my Ducati Monster 696's mirrors from the bunny ear mirrors, which you'll see in the next scene, to bar end mirrors, which I feel are sleeker. They're a little lighter because they're aluminum versus hard polymer plastic, I believe. And they're convex, they have a blue tint, they're fully black except for a little yellow mark. And I just think they give the bar a better height and overall height in the front. And I think they give it a streamlined look, which I'm going for a all matte black Batman type look. So that being said, without further ado, these are the bar end mirrors. I hope you guys can see that. They're quality-ish. I got them on eBay. They're also sold under different brands and manufacturers on Amazon.com and different eBay sellers. These were the cheapest version that I could find. They were about $25, shipped free. They're from a storehouse in California, but you can tell that they're made in China. They're supposed to be CNC aluminum with convex mirror, blue anti-glare. See that right there. I love the machining here, but I'll tell you guys right now, it's clear to me, and I think it should be clear to you as a viewer, that these are 100% copies of the Rizoma Spy R mirrors, I think they're called. 100%. They're a Chinese copy of them. They're not going to be as quality, but here's the benefit. I paid $25 for 2 of these. The Rizoma mirrors, I believe, and don't quote me on the exact number, but I know they're over $100 per mirror. The Rizoma mirrors. Per one of these are $100. So I would spend at least, minimum, bare least with a discount, $200 on the Rizoma mirrors versus $25. So I'm getting, for 10% of the cost essentially, maybe I'm a little off, maybe 15% of the cost, I'm getting the same look. Hopefully the same functionality, time will tell, and a little bit of the quality. I mean, like I said, once again, there they are. This is the box they sent it in. It says it's by FlyQuick, model SF070 rear mirror, but there's nothing other than CNC on the back, no instruction manual, and this doesn't even really fit in the plastic they gave me. It looks like someone stuffed it in. So, I don't think that's the actual brand. I think they just made do with the excess box they had. Next, the tools I'm going to be using. Essentially Allen key, hex key set from Husky. Doesn't matter what you use. Actually, they were kind enough to include one, so I don't even technically need that. But mine's a little higher quality, and I didn't know they were going to give me one, so hey. Another thing is a pair of pliers. This is not for these. This is for to pull out on the Ducati Monster. It has these plastic plugs at the end of the bar ends. They're bar end plugs. They're plastic and they're black. I'm gonna put some cloth over it, and then I'm gonna pull like this and pull them out. You can probably do it by hand depending on the tightness of the plastic bits on yours, or you can unscrew yours depending on your bike. But that being said, mine, I need to pull them out, and I don't know how stuck in there they are, so I got these. Finally, this is optional. Oh, not finally, there's one more thing. This is optional, but these are spacers. I'm essentially going to put these spacers in between here on the throttle side, just the throttle side, so that I can make sure that when I screw this in, the throttle's not getting stuck. Because if you screw this in too tight and there's throttle grip rubber and it holds it, when you're trying to throttle, it just gets stuck and you're gonna go in a bush or a car or a street or the ground. And then finally, once again optional, I got these from a seller in the UK on Amazon. And these are CNC aluminum mirror cutoff screws. So the Ducati Monster has stock mirrors, and I didn't want to have to turn the mirror mounting on the Ducati Monster controls upside down like some people recommend. So I'd rather just get these. I'm going to screw them in, and I believe they're the right pitch. These are 10 millimeters. I think some of them take 8. I believe mine is 10. So I'm hoping this will keep it nice and clean, streamlined, and rust free and water free, and we'll see. Anyways, we'll see what you guys think. I'm going to install these next. And on to the bike. Okay, now that we've reviewed the parts and the tools we're going to be using, let's use a hex key here to try to get these stock mirrors off. And there's nothing mechanically wrong with these mirrors at all. The problem is that they're just not visually appealing to me. And I feel like the height of this bike, this would be the tallest point if I had bar end mirrors, and I want it lower. These add a new height that I don't feel fit into the lines of the bike. So, that being said, using this tool I have. So one thing to note with these bar end mirrors, one side is reverse thread. Second thing I want to point out, I showed you guys this tool before. I tried to stick this little L-wrench into here, not this size, but the right size. And because this tool has so much play, I couldn't get these loose, these bolts. Also, I believe these bolts have red Loctite on it, which is permanent. So you need like a socket wrench to essentially move those. So what I got is these Allen wrench tips for socket wrenches. And I believe it's going to give me the leverage I can use to actually loosen these rather than not. Just wanted to give you guys that heads up. So let's start the wrenching process. This is opposite. It's not lefty-loosey. It's righty-loosey, lefty-tighty. So it's going to be like this. And there we go. I'm already getting it off. And there we go, that's off. See that, guys? I don't know if you can focus, hold on. Camera's not focusing. So I think we're too close, let's go down a little bit. So you can see right there, that's red Loctite on the end of that. That's why these are so hard to get out and you need a socket wrench. Just blowing that off. Now first thing I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna take the suggested plugs that they told me, the nylon hole plugs, and let's see if they work. So it looks like they do work. Looks like all I'm gonna have to do is push that in, essentially. See that, guys? Just pops right there. That way you have like a non-open hole. So next thing I'm gonna do is you need to take out this bar end. From what I understand, you take pliers and you grip it and you pull. I don't want to ruin these, so I might use a cloth, but first I'm going to try by hand because I heard some of these are super loose. So, there you go, guys. Look, I just did that by hand. This inside is a little grimy. Oh. Don't worry, I didn't do that. I'm not going to be using this in the future. So it's not a problem for me. This is just literally plastic. If this fell, it would break the handle. Next thing I recommend doing is cleaning out the inside of that handlebar. So I got this yellow car cloth, like Peak Auto Cloth. I'm doing two things here. First, clean that. Just make it somewhat better. Don't know if it's actually gonna help. Not really. Yeah, a little bit. Look at that, guys. So I'm not pushing that in yet because I want to make sure the mirrors work. And by work, I mean fit the application. Next thing I'm gonna do is clean that. I only wet it on one end. This is the dry end. Pretty clean. Pretty good there. Now, one thing with these mirrors, on the throttle side, you need to make sure when you're installing it, it doesn't get caught, because this could cause an accident. You have a mirror that's too tight. Imagine this is the mirror. You got the ignition, you pull it once, and it just stucks, and your bike's going, and you get into a bush. You can't slow it down. So the next bit of business is installing the correct mirror to the correct end. So this is what I mean. If I install this tight, it could get stuck. So I'm not going to do it that tight to that. So for that application, I got these little fiber washers. Would have liked the rubber ones because I don't know what fiber means in that instance, but oh, let's look over two. There's only one per thing. Well, this is what they are. Made out of fiber compound. Fits around here. Let's see. I think it stops it from going all the way. That's pretty much what I want, because I don't want it to slide. So I know that's not like what's the word I'm looking for? It's not the absolute like cleanest, just because it stops the handlebar, the mirror from So I know it's not going to be the cleanest because it stops the mirror from being flush on here, but it's safe. So that's what I'm doing in this application. If you guys have a better idea, let me know. I could change my process. I'm always open for feedback. Okay, and then for this mirror bolt, it's a 5. It came with a L Allen key, but I want to do it myself, so here we go. Gonna install that. Sorry, I'm moving my angle a little bit, guys. So I gotta decide how I want these mirrors. From what I think, I want them like this, and then I'm gonna turn them up. Let's see, that way. Probably like that, actually. And then that way they'll still be able to go like that. I think that's what I want to do. What do you guys think? I think that's pretty dope. I should be able to tighten these once ready. Now it's just got tight. I want to see how that looks. That's not bad. I mean, so I think I want them like that, and then I'll be able to go like whenever I want. Let's see how that looks. I'm gonna get on my bike. Don't mind me real quick, guys. It does widen the bike a little bit, but I actually kind of like it. See how it looks overall. So guys, let me back the camera out. That's a side where it's not done. Let's zoom in a little bit, sorry. Let's zoom in a little bit. Not done. Almost done, pretty much almost done. I mean, I think it looks way better. I think it sticks out a little more than stock, but I think it gives it a lower profile, like right to that, like highest. I think the windshield's now the highest thing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, but let's move on over to the other side. For okay, if you guys can look, there is, sorry, If you look, there's Loctite on that too, red. I'm gonna clean that off. This is lightly damped. Just washing that. I'm not like soaking it. So I just want a clean surface. So I can lightly pop this guy in. When it's time, I'll pop it in. Same with that one. Then we'll have a nice, clean, smooth-ish looking surface. I also, as a tip guys, you can also put a ram mount, ball mount in these. And you could have your phone mount over there. It's a good idea. I like the quad lock. And yeah, ram mount, I don't know, it's not aesthetically pleasing to me. Quad lock's more streamlined, but I'm getting outside the topic. If you do want one of these, I have a discount code link in the description. Just an FYI. And there we go. So that's what I had to do, guys. It's unfortunately beat up, but hey, it's a bar end. I think there was a piece right there that was catching it onto something right there. It's just scratched up. The other one's fine. If I decide to put these back in, all it does is makes it look rougher. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Last, we move on to the final piece, where we put this final bar end mirror on. I think I switched that gear, yep. Couple of things I want to do is I need to even these, otherwise that's going to bug me. So yeah, I'm going to actually try to, I can't level them myself. Hold on, let's see. Just going to try to eye it. Not fully tacking these down yet. Another thing, I'm not adding Loctite to these. I haven't seen any videos where they do to the self-tightening mirror ends, so I'm not going to be doing that. This is actually, it makes it feel more premium, this unifiedness. Wish I could do it in this end, but not a good idea. Okay, let's adjust. So this same number 5, I believe, is used to adjust these. I'm gonna have to do this, because that's how I'm gonna want it. Now my one concern with these cheapish eBay mirrors, just so you guys are all like fully aware, is wind. If I'm on the highway and I'm going, you know, legal speed limits, 50, 65, 70 at the most, maybe 75, then I don't want them to automatically bend in or fall off. So that's going to be something I have to test after the fact. I'm going to probably test that in my first or second or third moto vlog, which are coming. Okay, this is going to be my level shot, guys. Tell me what you think. There you go. So see how this is now the highest point? The sacrifice is the mirrors used to go out to here, now they go out to here. But if you're lane splitting, you can just turn one, or you can turn both. Go like that, pop them back down, they're fine. One concern is this guy on the right, I'm not sure if you can see that, is a little flimsy for some reason, so I'm gonna try to tighten that. This guy is perfect. It's very smooth. And the final thing I want to do is position these right, which I'll do in another video, but tell me what you guys think. I do have to tighten them down one last time, but I hope you guys like this video. Guys, if you found this informative, if you have a motorcycle and doing bar end mirrors yourself, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you want a link to these mirrors. There are different clones on eBay, so I can give you any type. Tell me what you think about the bike. Does the mirrors give it that nice fluid look that I think it does, or should I go back to stock or something else? These are copies of Rizomas, so let me know in the comments. I am more than happy to take your feedback. It is my bike, but I agree with opinion. So guys, until next time, be sure to like and subscribe, or don't like and subscribe. Until next time, it's your friendly neighborhood Fun with AJ.